but I want to keep the action going. I want to see Hive versus Simplicity. I want to see how this story is unfolding, right? Because a lot of people in chat were kind of sad that Hive was losing as badly as they did. And as we move into the second map here on District, this is Hive's map pick. And Simplicity's already leading the way, but we have seen how things can turn around quickly. Noe, though, not slowing down. He picks up 2 just for that small instance that we were able to get on board with them. Toy Soldier moving back as Noe applies that pressure. Simplicity looking solid. Noe, head full of steam, does not care. Straight into Toy Soldier. He's going to get the down, plus he's going to get the finish. That's the 3rd kill we have seen him get in just this short amount of time we've been watching him.
Yeah, you're going to see Noe hopping onto that B hill. See Simplicity with a bit of a lead right now. Still plenty of time left to go in this round. Hefe with a couple members of Simplicity in front of him. It actually looks like Noe didn't even get the cap. For Simplicity, it's the best case scenario because now you can kind of get back over their numbers, needing to fall back into their favor. I don't know if he's did that on purpose or if he's just doing a little bit of a show off because the members of Hive are just being decimated across the map. Tidy, the last remaining member, seems like he has the Bull Talk in his hands. So another instance of the Bull Talk. He's just going to get absolutely pounced on. Zerp will be there for the finish, and now Simplicity are starting to move forward. We head towards the later stage of the round. They already have a good sized lead. They have a ton of map vision.
It hits so
forced to
hard.
kind of sit down. Jerpy's right behind him, though. You're going to see the teamwork coming in from Simplicity, hitting from all angles. I don't think anyone from Hive can get there in time. Remember, not even spawning back up. The trip cap comes in. Simplicity continues to cruise. We just jumped in. It's already 3-1.
Yeah, I know. Are we going to see another 5-1 to make it 4 5-1s in a row? Just absolute insanity. New update definitely is showing us something different. Someone in chat does say, though, Boltok, the new Marksa. What do you think?
The new Marksa, you know,
it's a bold thing, I know.
it's also very strong. It can also headshot. I don't know if it's enough to say the new Marksa yet. The Marksa literally took over maps, so I don't know if it's quite to that point yet. I mean, like I said, that could develop. We don't know, but I think it's a little early on. Just
It's
now,
very
it is
early,
in the right
yeah.
hands, though. It is devastating. I mean, players like Identifs, for example, and Summon, right? Just guys who are super good with it could maybe take over the same element.
I am getting an update. I know people have been asking, right, about reciprocity. Well, apparently they did, in fact, win 2-0 over a Straw. They will be gone, and now we await their opponent between Rise and Mazer. Whoever takes over that victory will be moving forward to play against them. That's going to be an amazing matchup, regardless who ends up moving forward. But a storyline still remains here. Simplicity versus Hive. Simplicity, we've been talking about it, right? They won that first map 5-1 on Bunker. Now onto District. Hive's map pick, Simplicity in control, at least up the round count, 3-1. Hive, though, now finally looking like there's some new life, maybe stopping the bleeding for the time being. They at least have the point lead. Simplicity, though, trying to play around with that double home hill setup. They might be able to get it. Toady been in a massive fight here for the longest time, it seems, with Tidy. Finally, reinforcements will come through. Tidy will have to back up. And it seems as if F is, in fact, going to be officially won. But you watch out, though. Noe is, in fact, going to join into the fight. And Hive does a great job regaining control of it. They will continue that point lead, 100-66.
Yeah, it took a while, but they end up getting back on that F hill. Trying to take control, but it is going to be Zerp in the kill feed for Simplicity. Very quickly trying to get numbers back in their favor. Jeff follows it up with a kill on the end zone. That's currently now a 5v3, about to be a 5v2 as Demise potentially falling as well. It seemed like just when Hive kind of answered back, just when they kind of started to take control, Simplicity was there for the counter. They're going to get that E-Hill right back in their hands. They are down a decent amount, right? Down about 50 points, but still, that 2-cap, you just gain points so much faster than you used to and that we're used to seeing in prior escalations. You can see COG team are in position to win on 2. They just got to make sure they kind of hold this E-Hill down.
Tidy's got some options, right? He can move over. Oh, the Boltok trying to get that connection. Does manage to drop Zerp in the meantime. Tidy to get the finish. Now Tidy's going to go ahead and make some positioning on his own, straight into another player. That's going to be Jerp. Let's see if he's able to win this fight. He's
Does he know he's
back
pushing?
up.
Does he know he's pushing?
Apparently he doesn't. He went full red. He's going back in. So, I mean, if you...
Oh, you just... what are you doing? That is the perfect player you are pushing in the power position.
I'm about to say, Ryan, I was like, hey, I think he understands, and if he would have got that kill, I think he would have been silenced a little bit. But
I'd probably cast a curse him there.
But in the end, it worked out very well. Yogurt, though, snipe in hand.
getting tagged up. He's got to be careful. Hits a body shot despite just being picked from everywhere. Still not able to gain his health back, and he gets the down onto Hefe. Yogurt making the play. He's going to be able to rotate now over to the E hill. Takes a snipe back out. If you're Hive, though, that's a good break. They find themselves up at the right time. They're going to get that 2-cap. That'll make things so much harder for Simplicity. This should give them enough to hold on. Toy will get the down on the tidy. This only leaves Inzem and Demise. The home hill gets broken. Demise is there. I don't know if anyone can get to E in time. Demise showed him a little love on the ground. That is going to allow Hive to hold on at the last moment, but things got very scary there. Yogurt just would not go down. Hit some body shots, kind of finish off with the shotgun, doing everything he could before finally being dropped.
That's why I like the sniper being back, man. It's just so exciting to watch, especially if they get the headshot. Like, it's just fantastic overall. Hive staying alive. Big difference, though, eliminations between the two. Nobody above 10 on the side of Hive Simplicity. Totally outslaying them, but regardless, though, how many times have we seen teams at least keep it close? And I think you go back into like week 1 against NRG. I forget who was playing them, but NRG was totally outslaying that team. But regardless, though, it didn't matter because of the fact that that other team was playing NRG was just doing such a great job with rotating, playing objectives, and it was working out for the best. That's what Hive is kind of capitalizing here. Yes, Boltok versus Markson. Well, I think both are going to be on the map. Markson now is going to be on the side of Simplicity. They're going to be able to use that. Maybe we're going to see a little showdown here. Which one is better? Well, I guess we'll find out.
I mean, we have a Marksa, a Retro, a sniper rifle on the center line, shot grenades, and Boltox. I mean, talk about variety, right? We got a little bit of everything on the map. It's not the same old rockets galore, right? We have things where players can kind of start to show their specialties. You can see Zerb picking up that Retro and getting his head clean taken away.
Demise.
Oh my goodness, Demise.
I love snipers, man. I really do.
You know, so many times we love watching it, of course, from the user's perspective, right? We like watching the player kind of use the snipe to their advantage. Sometimes it's kind of fun to watch the receiving end, right? I mean, we're sitting there watching, you know, Zerp with the Retro Lancer players in the sights, and he just gets ripped and falls over, right? So sometimes it's kind of cool to see that from the opposite perspective. Now, of course, we are on board with the sniper himself, seeing if he can do it once again. It looks like someone from Simplicity has picked up Zerping's Retro Lancer. Hopefully their fate does not match their teammates.
You hope so, right? Demise is deadly, to say the least. Nice headshot on the one. Of course, he hit a couple body shots as well. He is deadly accurate, and he's going to have to be, right? He's got a couple players pushing him. Toadi's going to be one of them. And the flash does come through. Demise now forced to back up a little bit. Luckily, he does have a teammate. That's going to be Hefe with the Lancer to stop the push for the time being, but he's ready. He is waiting right to body Toady. In the meantime, a good reaction shot onto Zerpting. Silences him. Now Toady will push forward, and he gets another great reaction shot on the Toady. That's going to be 2 down.
Making it look easy. Keeping that power position. You can see Hive continuing to hold that 2-cap. Their lead has been built, and it is continuing to extend. Numbers in their favor. Of course, still controlling that power weapon. If they have that power position and that power weapon, it's going to be so hard for Simplicity to kind of push through. And you're going to see Noe giving Yogurt a little bit of love before he falls. And I think Demise, did he just try to do it to him? Ooh, he did. He does end up getting dropped. Trying to make a highlight play with the snipe, and Chirpy gets 2, almost a third. The perfect player, of course. Team's getting wiped across the map. They're falling galore. I mean, they're gonna lose around, but at least get a little highlight play out of that, right? That was something else. But Hive continuing to kind of control this round. Demise was holding down that power position over E for so long, and every time Simplicity tried to get him off, they just could not do it. Gold is in. They win off of time.
Okay.
Scoreline sits now at 3-3.
All right, closest round we've had tonight, 3-3. Hive staying alive. When we joined, it was in fact Hive losing 3-1 to Simplicity, but it seems as if they are figuring it out. They know what they need to do, and they're locking it in. Now, of course, we get to see what else is going to be placed on the map. I'm really loving this overall. Maybe something exciting we're going to go ahead and upgrade. Or I guess go ahead and put the shock down for the time being, and then, of course, it will, in fact, be Hive placing down whatever that they choose to fill, maybe upgrading, potentially.
Yeah, so it looks like they put the half timer on the shock grenade. We know how strong the shock grenade is in Gears 5. It kind of shines through, especially on maps like Asylum, right, with that top fight. But just the shock grenade, if that thing touches you, it just puts you in sort of a living hell. So now we're going to see a torque bow over on Simplicity's side. Of course, that snipe being on the center line. Boltok still in the hands of Hive. We're looking for more of those high noon headshots.
It's so fun to watch. That torque bow as well. We see plenty of great kills with the torque. That's going to be a good connection overall. I thought it was going to give Toady maybe an advantage. He's going to get dropped in the end from the Lancer. Demise, though, what has he got in his hands, right? He's got that sniper. He's ready to go back to work. And we are watching the receiving end. So we could see Demise once again pop the head off a player, potentially Zerfting. He's got to be careful, or even Toady. And Demise is aiming. Lancer fire versus sniper. Hey, look, I'm going with the sniper all day. But overall, Demise, I mean, he's a formidable opponent, right? You've got to be watching him over this positioning, and I thought he hit that, but I guess he just missed the player with the torque bow.
And once again, he has that power position. You're going to see Simplicity trying to get him off, and they finally use what's going to equalize the sniper. At least for now, good in control. Not for long. Hefe is there for the trade.
That was 3 down.
I mean, if you have that E-hill and you have that sort of positioning, especially with a weapon like a sniper, it makes it so hard. It looks like Hive doing everything they can to get it back. Simplicity forced once again to make their decision, right? Do they go for that OE or do they try to continuously sort of get Hive off of that neutral hill?
I'm almost thinking you go for the OE, right? And it seems as if
Maybe
maybe that's
might be
what they
that
want to do.
direction,
Yeah, I think the OE would probably be the better option at this point. But you do have to get through Toy Soldier and Jerp, right? Those are going to be 2 brick walls you have to go through. Noe might be the first one to go ahead and go for the challenge. I think Demise off in the distance. Obviously, Tidy is going to be over there as well. And that's a long distance to kind of traverse over towards F. Simplicity, though, knows they need to do it. And the action is going to go through. Toy Soldier tries to play around with rotating. Tidy, though, isn't having any of it. Lancer fire to stop him. Toady at a good angle to maybe counter Tidy. And unfortunately, he is going to get dropped to all 4s. Can start to get there to pick him up. He's not going to be able to. Hefe to pick him off. And that puts Simplicity down in an awkward position. They've already are down at least 50, 60 points. On top of that, right, they really can't go anywhere. They've got long-range distances to kind of traverse. You got Demise and Noe who's slaying out. Hive is in total control here. This is a crucial round. It puts them 1 round away from taking over this victory. And it's an important one to say the least. Hive needs to win this to stay alive and force a Game 3 onto Vaskar. And Simplicity's fighting an uphill battle. 222 to 138. They've got to break every single hill at this point.
Done a great job holding down that neutral hill for multiple rounds in a row. You can see, even though like because of Simplicity, you threw a pretty good set of utility off the start, Hive just kind of swarmed that side of the map, got control, and they just kind of haven't looked back. So 3 rounds in a row put them very, very quickly now on map point, and very close to sending us to yet another Game 3 in the first round.
It's you know, honestly, it might be the trend. We might be seeing a lot of Game 3s going through, especially with how quickly.
Talk about the slaying real quick. We were just mentioning how there's been maps where the slaying has kind of been a little bit out of whack. If I saw that correctly, I do believe that Simplicity is definitely out slaying on the scoreboard. I know you're going to pull it up right now.
Yeah, that's what I was pointing out. I mean, Simplicity's been out slaying Hive. I mean, 100%, but Hive is playing better objectively.
Right, you can see like they've slowed the game down. They've literally held down E, and Simplicity just has no answer for it.
No answer at all. I mean, it's tough.
Oh, and I like this now. So you see what they just did, right? They disabled the snipe. That's been 2 rounds in a row now where Hive have gotten a hold of that snipe, sat in bandstand, and just basically controlled the entire neutral, controlled that 2-cap. So what does Simplicity do? They go ahead and they take that snipe sort of off the map. Now, while they can still sort of give control to Hive over at bandstand, at the very, very least, right, it takes the snipe off the map and takes a weapon away that they've done a lot of work with so far.
Yeah, I think that's smart, because Demise is already there, right? You could imagine Demise sniper in hand right there. He's holding Toady and Zerp.
He would have got it instantly, yeah. And also keep in mind, too, now, the disable is only for 1 round. That's right. It came with a change, too.
That's right. Disable's only for 1 round, but a crucial round, right? That puts Simplicity potentially a better chance at tying this up 4-4 and seeing our first round 9 of tonight. And it's definitely a possibility, to say the least. But right now, everything is going to be quiet. Yogurt, torque bow in hand. He wants to put it to use.
And you can just kind of see the setup from each team. Almost reminds me of Impact from Gears 4, kind of both players sitting up in that window. Sort of hard to push, right? You've got a lot of lines of sight towards the middle. Give me a lot of this kind of same feel. You're going to see these teams kind of just getting the marks, right? Trying to just get a feel for each other of where they can make their push to see who can get control of that neutral hill. Hive with the very, very slight sort of 1-point lead. Get their home hill a little faster. Looks like they've chosen to give up bandstand.
Zerp in an interesting position. Hefe straight up ahead. Looks as if Simplicity is there for it to collapse, but Hive is going to be pushing in. Zerping's holding his own. Gets the drop on the Demise, but it's not going to be enough. And Sim will get picked up in the meantime. Now the Lancer fire is going to happen. It's going to be a bold push, and it seems as if it's all going to be Hive. And Sim will get dropped. Jerp does push through. Demise backs up. And what looked as if at least a full Hive roster maybe coming in and slaying out, it seems as if Simplicity holds them at bay. And it's because of Jerp, who was able to at least keep them off for the time being. And now you see that pressure being applied onto E. And we'll see, at least at this time, what Yogurt's going to be up to. He does get stunned in the meantime. A couple players from Hive are going to be there. He goes in for the attack, misses the first shot. Players are going to roll away, and unfortunately, Knife will miss. He's going to go down. Demise picks up a nice kill onto Yogurt. That's going to be 2 down currently on the side of Simplicity. And right now, it's kind of everywhere, right? Nobody really has an advantage. Obviously, Simplicity's going to have a minor point lead, but it all comes down to these couple of engagements, and it seems as if both teams have just bodies to throw at this fight.
And you're going to see Hive taking control once again. 5v4 situation. Boyd pushing over towards Z, going for that OE we were kind of talking about. Making that choice. He's going to be hitting the back with the Inzem in front of him. Toady in the kill feed. Simplicity with that advantage.
So minor.
Yeah. Toady's going to get dropped. Demise is there to equalize. Right. Inzem in the kill feed as well. This could be the opportunity for Hive to move forward. That should be 3 dead on the side of Simplicity.
Oh, watch out.
It's going to give them the 2 cap they need.
Hive in the driver's seat.
Tidy stuck between a ton of members of Simplicity. At the very least, he's kind of just keeping them busy.
But if he gets this, though, that's huge, right? Hefe also on the flank. He can make things interesting.
Yeah, but now Hive is taking the lead sort of towards the 200-point mark. This is where you want it. Zerp with a torque bow. He's going to need to kind of be the one to get a big pick here. The longer they sort of wait, the longer Hive gets a lead.
Oh, but they
Neutral Hill gets broken. They're actually going for the full cap right now.
And they get it.
They get the kills.
That's massive, right? They've got the lead. They will, in fact, win this. And Toady, to put kind of the cherry on top, right, will slay out another player of Demise.
It's a big set of breaks potentially for Hive. They kind of need to get on both hills right now, I would say, just to at least have an opportunity. If they get one to get the cap, it's not going to be enough. They are on the home hill.
Oh, but
if Tidy can manage to get the break, but now their own home hill is being broken. Simplicity holds on.
That's going to be it. Yeah.
The game of touches, the game of breaks comes through. And now we find ourselves on
first one.
Our very first
round
9.
Awesome stuff. Very first round 9. That makes me excited. I thought all night was just going to be just constant 5-1. We saw 3 back-to-back.
And to give you guys a little bit of an update, I know we were on the Rise Nation versus Mazer match. We're going to hop over to that one after this next coming round. It's currently 3-0 already. Yeah. That map just started, and it's
3-0 for Rise.
So it's just been, from the looks of it, kind of a thrashing over in our other first-round matchup.
Kind of crazy to see, right? Because Mazer, after that first game, they won, or at least Rise won 5-1, and then on Exhibit they showed new life. They won 5-1. They're now on Bunker, and Rise is winning 3-0. We might be going in and watching a 4-0 with Rise leading the way, potentially, depending on how this one goes, right? So we're definitely going to have to keep you guys updated on that. Torque Bow is going to be locked. This is the final round, and the snipe is back in play, and the storyline now has to be on Demise. Demise has been that factor to really hold Simplicity at bay, and if he's able to win at least the first couple of engagements, that's going to be huge, but unfortunately not going to happen. Kill feed's going to be all red. Hive, great job off the start. Hefe, can he pick up that sniper?
He's going to get the weapon. That shock was just thrown maybe a second too soon, or sorry, too late. But that does get him at the very least a sniper. And you can see the kill feed is still looking into being Hive's favor. Here comes Zerpting. It's a big fight between Zerpting and Hefe that might equalize the snipe if he can win it. Hefe's getting tagged up. Never's going to kill Zerp with relentless pressure. Hasn't got him yet, but he has help. Here comes Inzem.
It's going to be big.
Right, Zerp's still somehow alive.
Yeah, Zerpting stays alive. That's massive, right? He is going to get reinforcements. Hefe, though, coming through, gets the body onto Toady. Eventually, Toady will, in fact, go down. But you notice, stuns are going to be coming through. Hefe, though, relentless, applying that pressure onto Zerpting. It's going to drop, though, all blue. And it is going to be a couple of Hive members going down. Ryan, you called it. It's all bad. Simplicity now keeping that pressure going. They might turn things around and take over this victory and close out Hive 2-0 in this best of 3.
Yeah, they managed to kind of get out of there before all 3 members went down. It looked like there's a situation where they might have all 3 kind of got downed out, but they managed to get away. Simplicity does come away with that neutral hill at least soon. Boy's going to kind of dance around with it a little bit. Has that retro lancer, but he has to be careful. Keep in mind, Hefe managed to keep control of that snipe. Now Toy's getting drilled from the back. He's going to be just absolutely swarmed by members of Hive.
Oh, man.
And he might end up going down. Hive is somehow taking control of the kill feed. It looked like Simplicity were the ones in the driver's seat. That has quickly changed to the favor of Hive. Now, they have the power weapon, Taylor. They have the lead. Of course, it's our short spawn, so Simplicity will be back before you know it. But it seemed like that could have been their kind of opportunity, right, to take control of
Absolutely.
this final round. It just seemed like it fell apart.
Yeah, just couldn't give Toy Soldier help. I mean, he was the only one over there, and unfortunately, Simplicity just got slayed out. Hive took advantage of it. They swarmed onto Toy, and that gave them control of E as well as F. Fantastic work from Hive, turning things around. And the point's still very close. Another push will inevitably happen. Simplicity could, in fact, turn things in their favor. And it seems as if that fight on E is going to go down. Hefe, though, in a great position. And he's going to take out Jerpy. The perfect player goes down. And Hefe will focus attention on the Toy. Not able to get the body shot. He's going to go in and reposition himself. Maybe find a better angle onto E. And the break is potentially going through. Toy Soldier once again getting double teamed. He will stay alive, but not for long. Inzim will take him out in the meantime. And once again, Hive able to regain control. They're going to capture E, and they're even applying pressure onto Delta.
You can see Toady, the legend himself, that knows he has to move forward. He has no choice. Because if Hive continue to hold these two hills, that will send us over to a third map. It just looks like there's nothing they can do. They couldn't even get on the E hill. Members are falling all around. And our first round 9 goes in favor of Hive, winning 4 of the last 5, taking complete control of the second half as we've seen them do in the past.
Wow.
We are headed to a third map, and speaking of third